Forged in the lockdown, although we're back in lockdown. Hello and welcome to Critical Questions, the Unfathomable quiz. I've trawled the internet for the best, worst, most interesting and ridiculous dumb questions I can find, and with any luck, my guests will be able to answer all of them. Right, firstly, I would like to apologise for yesterday and the start of today. And secondly, it feels somewhat like a reunion.
It's nothing though, but yes, it does. I love you, Badger. I miss you, Sammy. I miss you so much. Jeff and Jenny's always around, so.
How do you know miss them?
yeah, Jeff and Dave not so much.
And I'm fucking furniture. Like, Dave didn't even ask me to come on the show. He's just like, you're doing a show today, right?
To be fair, you said you were naked. What else was I meant to do?
I did not.
That's my story.
You know what I've been going through all for like 2 fucking weeks almost now. So
I've been playing hard to get about it for the last month.
Yes.
More than a month. More than a month.
I'd say not just hard to get, I'd say tease.
Ooh.
Anyway, today we have got with us Sammy, who is muted.
Yo!
G'day.
Yeah, I'm so fucking...
Sammy looks like a candle.
He does. We have got...
I was looking at me.
We've got Amanda. We've got Jeff.
Ahoy.
We've got Jenny. And we've got on the run from the UK government, Mr. Badger.
Now available on MySpace, but not if the government asks.
We're waiting for your OnlyFans, Badger. Is what we're waiting for.
We are.
Dave's OnlyFans is fucked up, yo.
So this is the thing with YouTube. When YouTube went down last night, you know, I was going to say to a few people, there is this thing called Pornhub. You know,
He's on there too.
What more do you want?
He won't tell us what it is.
I'm not into Badger porn.
So actually, I was telling Robbie this story last night. It was like some fucking weird ass hour, and I text Dave, and I'm like, "Yo, I just saw the worst thing I've ever saw in porn." Do you remember what it was, Dave?
No. Shit.
Oh, come on.
I remember the conversation. I can't remember what the end result was.
You have to tell us now that you brought it up.
This guy was wearing Adidas shoes with Nike socks. It
yes.
drove me nuts.
Oh my.
So
Pictures are never happened.
What a
She
bad
had
boy.
pictures.
really fucking bugged the shit out of me. Like, so bad. So obviously I had to tell Dave about it.
I didn't know you were into such bad boys, Amanda.
Stupid thought that goes through my head when he's awake.
Man,
So-
if it'd been Adidas trainers and Puma socks, it would have been fucking war.
No, I think the Nike Adidas is way worse than Puma and Adidas have a kind of a connection, but not fucking Nike.
If you find it again, can you link it?
It's not. It's not friendly.
Badger likes dirty porn.
My
After you.
conflict is usually Kmart and Woolworth.
So if you find it again, can you link it to me? Because I like the bad boys.
Okay. Well,
I saw this video once of this guy. You know those drinks machines where you push the little thing and it pours drink into your cup.
Yeah.
He went along and it had Pepsi, Sprite, Coke, and all the usuals. He went along, pushed all of them, just going along. Then just hands the camera to his face, sips it, and just goes, "Fuck you." And that was that. Oh, that got me.
that's all.
All right. Should we do some questions?
Oh yeah. Questions, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, yeah.
Ask the question now.
What? Go on, Amanda. What?
Get on with it before I start another thing.
Yeah, we're telling you to ask a fucking question.
I mean, we can discuss what's going on in the chat if you want.
Well, let's see what's going on.
Get the chat open.
What's up? What did you say?
That is a good question. Does Dave have a ponytail?
Matthew
It's
was talking
good.
about
Oh,
what
no.
porn he was watching earlier.
Wait, what porn? Who was watching it? Stop.
Robbie.
And he said he was watching.
Robbie.
He said he was watching some good porn earlier. He says, "Oh wait, that was Manda in the shower."
He has a ponytail, but he prefers
She's not
sheep tail.
Yeah.
Amanda's gone
It was
sleep.
not the part of this show that my son just heard. Okay.
Well
Called
timed.
me earlier. Get this. So it's like in between classes. He's fucking down the hall. So why he called, I don't know. Calls me. He's like, yo. So get this. This is fucking canon. Maul had a night sister orgy. It's canon. Don't ask me why. That's it. And he hangs up. So super random. What do you think, Badger? Is it canon?
I think it's entirely possible, and I'm now going to go and search certain websites to see if I can find footage.
To be fair, it doesn't. It could very well be canon, Badger, because it doesn't sound like the kind of storyline Disney would do.
Also, the Night Mother was making eyes at him that one time, but he didn't have any legs at the time, so I think.
Yeah. So
I wonder
advantage
if there's actually a secret society of Disney X, where they redid all their famous animated movies in X format.
it's
Triple
just
X
Rule
format.
34. It's out there somewhere.
Oh,
Someone will have
there's some like high production value stuff.
Is there, Badger?
Mickey
Yeah.
eats out Minnie. That kind
He's
of
like,
stuff.
I know.
I don't know about Mickey and Minnie, although
Oh, there's
Actually,
there's
knowing the internet,
absolutely
I do
fucking
know,
Mickey
but-
and Minnie porn. Absolutely. There's also Pluto and Goofy porn.
oh, I'm
That's-
certain of that because I've seen it.
Ox says hotdisney.com.
Popeye does Goofy.
Thanks,
Right,
Ox.
question.
I like,
Seen that.
So this-
Only on the
Bet
internet
nanny,
can
bet
you
nanny.
find.
Like you said, it's a reunion. We're just settling back into our thing.
Only
Yo,
on
let's
the
ask
internet
a
can you
question,
find
okay?
stories about Gandalf shagging Optimus Prime.
Why would Gandalf shag out Optimus Prime? Optimus Prime doesn't
Gandalf and
even
Optimus.
have any.
Because it rhymes,
I
Dave.
read the question myself.
Everything
What?
electronic has input jacks.
But you've got to get the right one. You can't just force anyone in.
Well, that's true.
It doesn't have a question. You haven't even put a fucking question up.
No, I haven't because you were talking.
What's the question before we get too into the?
Do you know what the
input
question?
jack?
The first question is really good. The first question now is it. I thought it was a bit of a meh question. I now, considering the last 10 minutes, think it's fan-fucking-tastic. Right. Question 1236. Apart from this, obviously, what do you consider the biggest waste of time in your life so far?
Oh God.
Oh my god.
Oh, I know.
You do? Go on.
I'm not saying.
What?
She's actually
I would say church.
Church.
Wasted way too many hours at church.
yeah.
That doesn't surprise me in the slightest.
I didn't do it like I didn't want to. I was forced to because I grew up in the Catholic Church. Every
You didn't do it
Saturday
religiously.
night. Yes, every Saturday night at 5 p.m. we would go to church, and if there was like a blizzard or something and we couldn't go to church, we would have to watch church services on TV.
Oh God.
My mother would come in to my bedroom, turn it on, leave my door open so she could hear that it was on the whole time. So.
Computer Chick Production says 2020 biggest waste of time. Can we reformat this year, please?
No. No.
Well, no, because then I wouldn't have all you guys.
That first Tuesday after the first Monday was really good.
Rab says catering college. Sam says homework for honestly most subjects at school. Never
No.
again says prison. I'm not wrong there.
I think that's kind of the point of it, really.
It is Badger.
Oh fuck.
I met some really nice guys in prison. Oh.
Come back to me.
Mathpig says his channel. I completely disagree. Jeff,
I've talked to Mathpig. I know what he means.
Fuck me, Mathpig.
My last relationship.
Yeah, there's a lot
I
of
assume you
that.
mean a proper relationship rather than the relationship we have.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not. It's not the sort of platonic kind of thing we got going on, Dave. No,
It's platonic.
It's not
Oh, I
platonic.
thought it was. I thought it was.
Shit. One-sided relationship. Sammy.
I'm a bit sort of everything is what led us to here. I don't believe in destiny by any means, but probably the only thing I really regret is any time I spent watching fucking Rob Skiba on YouTube. Anyone who knows who that is?
Yep.
I'm a little bit ashamed to admit it, but there it is.
It depends on whether or not you were laughing or cheering.
Well, I was coming out of very deep indoctrination, so I
Oh,
was
God,
still
really?
pretty vulnerable. Yeah.
They caught you, huh? Wow.
No, I was born in.
Oh, well, that's different. That's
He's making up for it. I've completely lost that. Made me lose the chat completely. Ox said, biggest waste of time was doing the stupid shit when I was young that got me arrested. We now have another person we have to get a story out of. Everyone in the chat says Mathpig's channel is not a waste of time. What?
Yep.
I said get him on the show.
Yes, that's what I said. Okay, now I'm confused. Brainbutt says from the ages of 14 to 26. Okay. And then Cadence says he only loves you for your plug connection. Who? Oh.
Gandalf.
What did Cadence say?
That I only loved you for your plug collection, or you only love me for my plug collection. I'm not sure which
Oh,
one
one
it
is
is.
it? No, I only love you for your StreamYards, Dave.
Hello? Did you get dressed? Or are you still not wearing anything?
It doesn't matter. We can only see your face anyway.
But we can know is the point.
Okay, I'm naked then, Dave.
Don't scare him off.
We just saw your top.
Yeah. But you know, I can. A girl can dream. That's all.
Audio breaks? What does audio breaks mean? No idea. Right, Badger.
Yes.
That's Manders, you know.
All right.
I'd believe it was yours before I'd believe it was Manda's.
I've never seen
Sammy,
a green one before.
Yeah, so I was gonna say actually sitting down of my own volition in my own comfy chair to watch The Rise of Skywalker, but I got 2 pages of like rant material out of it. So
you've got hours and hours
Only
of
2 pages?
content online that you have produced on the back of it.
well, I haven't
I'd
really
say quite
produced
productive.
much content. I've just
See,
ranted
that's
in your
kind of the reason I
lot's
didn't
ears.
I was
say
going to say, I didn't necessarily say on your channel,
a
Badger.
Jehovah's Witness and things like that.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of difficult to come up with like a good answer to this because a lot of the things that people would consider time wasting are things that I just enjoy doing and spending my time doing. So, I'm gonna say working in retail. Fuck it.
That's pretty evil. Jenny?
I went there for like several years, and
You enjoyed every minute.
it's
Sammy away. Fuck.
That's not accurate.
That's what
Anyway.
retail does. Jenny,
I answered first.
Yeah, Jenny answered.
I thought she
Church.
said she didn't.
Church.
Yeah,
Oh,
church.
she did. You see, the problem is, all that was stuck in my head is that she said she wasn't going to answer. My apologies.
Dave, am I going to have to ask you or Amanda?
I haven't even answered yet, but that's fucking fine. Again,
Yeah,
I'm
just
only
carry on.
furniture. What?
Yeah, wait.
Manda,
You're such a dick.
it wasn't me that tried to move on. It was Jeff.
I don't know.
Manda,
Church is a good one, but like sometimes it feels like my job is because it feels really fucking futile and nobody's listening to me and we're all gonna die. It sucks so bad. So fuck.
I don't mind dying. I just don't want to be sweaty when it happens.
Well,
Yeah.
very likely.
one of you's got to be sweaty.
Hence, people need to listen to Amanda's warnings.
Yes, it would be nice if they did, but I mean, I'm only this big and only so many people can hear.
I keep listening to her warnings, but they all say about lube.
Don't make me get the picture out.
It's not like I was talking or anything, Dave. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck, I don't know, like all the fucking classes you have to take in college just to like fill those spots. Like fucking, I had to take a pop culture class while I was getting my master's. There was so much writing, and it was like all about stupid shit. So
I find it very weird that America's got this major minor thing. When we go to university and
it's
college.
not even a minor. It's just they make you take a certain chunk of your classes have to be out like from different subjects.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain
We
it.
don't
I
have
can't
that.
remember the name of
We
it.
go to
It's not a
university to
minor.
study the thing. Yeah, but either way, we go to university to study the thing we're going to study.
It's about money. You have to pay for every
I don't know
individual
about
credit. When you have to, it's like fucking at least 30%, probably closer to 40% of your entire fucking degree are these classes that have nothing to do with your major, but you have to take them anyway. So you paying fucking money for nothing. So
Those are so that you come out well-rounded.
I did a whole unit in college about asbestos, and I still don't know what asbestos looks like.
It's kind of like kinky fur in bundles.
See, I thought those extra classes were what you would sort of specialize in. You'd use that to,
no.
branch off.
As an astrophysicist, were you going to specialize in pop culture?
No, that was when I got my climate science degree. Astrophysics. Although I took when I was getting my astrophysics degree, I took an Italian literature class that did kind of change my life. So, and I would have taken that otherwise. So I'll give it that.
You're an astrophysicist specializing in Italian literature.
Yeah, but that could be quite useful.
It meant a lot to me. I found my favorite book, my favorite author. I voraciously read because it was a spring semester. So I went home in the summer and bought all the books from this author. It did mean something. But most of the time it's just bullshit that you don't need. It's annoying because you have you want to be able to focus on what you're studying and you have a lot of work. I was in the fucking lab 20 hours a week at least sometimes, and I would still have to fucking stress out about these extra classes I had to take and the work for them, and it's annoying.
I
I'm rambling
objected
now, so
to the rest
I'm
of
gonna
the
shut up.
time.
Dave, answer.
I think I could have knocked out my degree in about 9 months.
Can we have a charity boxing match between Dave and his degree?
Took me a second.
Oh, thank you very much, Doc.
So yeah, answer the question, Dave. Stop.
I think I was
bragging
answering the
about how
question.
brilliant you
I'm
are.
gushing. I was answering the question. I think I could have knocked out my degree in 9 months. I think.
Well, in English education, sure, anytime.
Yeah.
The problem is, in this country, you don't seem to be able. The way it does things with education, I did out of school at 16. I went onto a what we call a BTEC, which basically was 2 years of more complicated stuff than a degree. So by the time I went to university to do my degree, I'd basically done the first 2 years. So I had this massive chunk of time where I'm just duplicating it over and over again. But you've got to go through it. So, do that or this. Right, next question.
No, I totally agree. You're right. But I couldn't have done that just because of the amount of labs I had to take, and that would have been able to. If I had just taken my core courses, but I still would have had a lot of time in labs that I couldn't just skip over. So, but I know what you mean.
Listen to all these clever people talking about clever things.
You're very quiet.
Oh yeah, super clever.
Listen to all these clever people talking about clever things.
I just paid these people to go to class for me and take the tests and stuff.
That's the way to do it. I mean,
Why
it's
do
one
you
of those
think I
things that
sit
annoys
here
me.
in silence, Badger?
I'm gonna
It's one of those
say-
things that annoys me, completely off topic, that basically every level of education is completely made useless by the next level.
Yeah.
So the grades you get for out of school are completely meaningless if you go to college. Because it's usurped by whatever qualification you get out of college. And the same if you go to university, and if you get a degree, if you then start getting masters and PhDs, no one cares about the degrees once you've got a PhD.
Is it Switzerland that your records sort of follow your whole life?
I don't know.
Which could be a bad thing as well, obviously.
I definitely
records?
remember some Family Guy episodes and some Simpsons episode where they reference back to things that Peter and Homer have done when they were kids as part of their permanent record that they've still got.
Ooh, your permanent record. Ooh, scary stuff.
You just say you skipped a class in 1973. So you can't have the job.
I do remember. I can't remember what it was exactly. It was over about, but I do remember an episode where Principal Skinner cut a deal with Bart and like swapped Bart's school record for Millhouse's.
Yes,
That was funny.
The Millhouse. Into evil. Right, next question, which is an evil question.
I got a 100% attendance award in Badger School.
Do you want to know what's really funny? Do you want to know what's really, really funny? The way our system works, the way our school system works, I got 100% attendance at school as well. Do you want to know what's funny about that? I went to school 3 days a week. because I went to the hospital another 2 days. But because I was legitimately signed off, I was classed as attending.
Well, I got this thing. I was there and I got this certificate that said 100% attendance. So I was like, why am I getting a certificate to commemorate me showing up? I just came in.
It's an achievement. Because the point is, people.
To be honest, it's a fucking participation trophy, isn't it?
Yes,
really?
it is very much a participation.
It's just for showing up. It's not for actually being good at anything.
It's so that people that don't do very well have something to put in their record.
It
of
is for
achievement.
something, but
Apparently, I was the only person that did it.
Badger, don't listen to them. It is for something.
It's his
You were the
highest level
best.
qualification. Leave him alone.
You were the best at showing up.
Apparently, I was the only one that got that award. So fuck all
See?
you.
It's it means more in the Badger world than it does in the human world. You know.
Next question.
Sorry. Right. Please understand the phrasing of this question is important.
Phrasing.
Question 1237. Do you think women should be treated as if they are equal?
What the?
I
Equal to each other?
This is Dave, could I sit this one the fuck out? Because I just feel any way I can.
This is a
answer it
trick
wrong.
question.
I think Jeff should go first.
Well, there's
We're gonna have to clarify this question a bit more, Dave.
Well,
there's,
the
there's
terminology...
there's no thing referenced in the question that they're being opposed to. So, is it equal to themselves?
No, but it's within the broader society.
I'm surprised you survived even writing this question.
I didn't write
And
this
that you
question.
weren't-
I would not
struck down by
write
a
this
bolt of
question.
lightning.
I would not
I'm
write this
gonna
question.
I'm gonna tell you something, Dave. You
Yeah.
are definitely fucking answering this one at the end. You are not getting out of this one.
Dave, and when did you stop beating your wife?
He hasn't yet.
I know.
Oh,
Well, I'll start.
I have
Yes,
categorically
next.
never stopped beating my wife.
Because you never started.
Boy,
Do you have a wife?
There goes your channel.
Yeah, I the way I'm going to say it is no, because the question implies as if they're equal, meaning they're not. Women should be treated equal because they are equal, not as if they're equal.
Fucking lightly
That
there,
would
Jeff.
be, I'm trying to be as diplomatic about this as possible. He's laid a trap for us there, man. So come on.
Manda!
No.
Read the question again.
No!
Should not be treated as if they are equal. We are equal. Fuck your face. That's it.
Badger!
Actually, we're superior.
Hang on, I'm rereading the exact phrasing of the question.
Wait there. She just added on to the end then.
Did you hear what I said, though?
Yes. I'm going to say, so you think the question should be, do you think women should be treated as if they are superior?
Oh,
No.
now I read this more closely.
Honey. Okay.
I can buy them.
Now I read this more closely, Dave. I see that when you read it out, you didn't mention that as if they are equal is in quotes.
I don't know what you're talking about. What's your answer?
Oh,
my answer.
God.
It really is simple. It's they are equal and they should be treated as though they are equal.
My answer is as follows. I'm dyslexic. Fuck yourself.
Jenny!
I think the only correct answer anybody with a penis should give is, of course, what a stupid question.
No, I like my answer, which I came up with beforehand because I didn't want to say it to. Which is, of course, they should be treated as if they are equal because they fucking are.
See, that was my answer.
Exactly. I think that's a reasonable answer, but it is a freaking ridiculous question. It was listed under the questions to end a conversation.
That would do it.
And I read it. I thought I can't put
it
that
would end
in.
the conversation,
Thought,
but
what
turn
the
it
fuck?
into a fight or a murder.
Dave,
Box says equal my ass. They are superior.
see, Dave, I thought you were gonna do that like old Harry Enfield sketch.
Which one?
Women, know your limits.
You should pose this question when you have like an all male panel, and then just get yourself completely cancelled.
No, I'm actually the problem is I'm comfortable discussing things like that because we are grown ups here, and it's a fucking ridiculous question. Right, next question. Much more fitting with Manda's role. Question 1238. If you could be Q from Star Trek, what would you do first?
I don't know who the fuck Q from Star Trek is, so...
How do you not know who Q from Star Trek is? It is the
I don't
second best
watch that
sci-fi
shit,
on the
yo.
planet.
I am a Star Wars girl.
After Star Wars, yes, it is.
No, after Stargate.
What? What's that?
Stargate, then
I'm
Star
sorry,
Wars.
Steven,
Stargate, then Star
sorry,
Trek.
I love you. I'm sorry.
Fuck you all. Star Trek beats all of that shit.
Dave. Dave.
I'm just gonna stare at Sam.
Dave.
Yes.
Why have you put in a question that is going to start this argument right now?
But to be fair, didn't have you on when I had you in mind when I wrote the question.
Do you know what they make? Do you know that they make TV series out of stuff like Star Trek, and then another series of it, and then another series, and another. It's because they couldn't get it right the first time. They keep trying.
Well, I've got to say the first time was a bit iffy. Q, do you know what a trickster is? Manda.
Yes.
Q is a godlike creature.
So
That
he's a djinn.
I don't
So-
know what the.
Is he like he's like Loki? Is he? Bit like that.
Yes.
He's a bit like Loki.
Yes.
He appears and snaps his fingers and makes things happen because he's as far as anyone could tell, he seems to be quite omnipotent.
It's the kind of character you get in a plot when the entire writing staff has jumped the shark.
But 2 seconds. Thank you, Dr. Osiris, for your sticker. I do like that sticker.
I'll answer this then, and just so Badger can't give this as an answer, I would click my fingers and erase Disney so that any Star Wars after like 2015 does not exist.
Oh, you motherfucker!
I'm only doing that as my answer, so Badger can't.
That's a very good answer. I like that one.
Chad Hall in chat has an excellent answer.
Well,
Ch-
I will put the caveat that we may figure a way of putting a Mandalorian in with a few tweaks. I will add that because
Yeah, I'd be on board.
Yes, well said, Chad Hall.
Chad says Q is basically God, can make the universe anything he wishes on command, so powerful that he is bored of his power. He is.
Amanda, have you considered changing your last name to Lorian?
Yeah, have you seen my?
She is on Twitter.
On Twitter, I'm Manda-Lorian. Right?
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Okay.
Yeah. I should though, totally.
See, the questions that we pose to Christians, like a universe without suffering, you think about that, but then you know, I think, well, we need pain because pain sort of tells us that something's wrong. Without pain, we'd probably all kill ourselves, huh?
Do we? With
Yeah.
pain, some of us want to kill ourselves.
Well, I mean, it could be warm and fuzzy feelings, but then we'd probably kill ourselves anyway because
If you weren't aware that standing on if you weren't aware that stabbing yourself hurt, you might keep doing it.
let's put it this way: there's a reason that people that have congenital analgesia don't tend to live very long.
I'm not. The problem is I don't know I can't imagine a life without the pain stimulus. So to say, I'm not convinced that a life would need to be pain. I think you might need feedback from your environment. I don't think it needs to be pain.
Maybe emotional pain.
Well, what about the pain of sexuality?
but
Yeah.
it has to be it has to be negative in some way.
Does it?
It has to deter. And if it's positive in any way, isn't that going
I know
attract?
plenty of people that find pain very positive.
If it's positive
and they're
at all, is it
attracted
pain?
to it.
Yes.
Deep.
Well, I got the you see, none of you told me. I got the chat comment wrong. He said, "Okay, if I'm honest, it's orgy time." Why did no one pick me up on that?
Oh wait, someone say orgy?
What?
Look
We
them
missed
up. Look
it.
them up.
Dave,
Yeah.
I'm not picking you up on shit. I don't read the stuff half the time because I can't keep up.
So, what's Catnip's husband's middle name?
It's the phonetic spelling of Q.
So K
K-E-W or Q-U-E?
Oh, K-E-W.
In the credits, it's written Q. one letter.
Right. Some answers. Amanda.
What was the question?
Who are you sexting?
I've checked. It's not me.
Oh. Question.
If you could be Q from Star Trek, what would you do first?
Didn't I answer that?
You can snap your fingers and essentially make anything happen.
No, I didn't answer.
Be
it.
God. You can be God.
Like
you abused me.
I abused you?
Yes.
For fuck's sake. Okay. Well, that would be what I would do then, is just fuck with Dave, like, constantly.
Oh, you're so kind.
I know.
You should watch what he does to Picard and Janeway, and because he does just fuck with them.
So that's it. That's my answer.
He does with Cisco as well, but he gets himself punched in the face.
He
and
does.
every time that Jeff brings out that fucking Jar Jar impression, he gets a dick punch. So
I'm thinking actually, that all the business he was doing with Cisco wasn't actually, it wasn't any of the messing around that caused Cisco to punch him in the face. It was just that mustache he turned up with.
Was this a series crossover between?
He
Star
appeared
Trek,
once in
Star
Deep Space
Trek
Nine.
And what was it called? Cisco and Pancho?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, yes, it was. Let's go with that.
Cisco and Puncher. The Q has appeared in 3 different series types, as far as I know. I don't know. Has he been in Enterprise? That's it.
can we stop talking about fucking Star Trek? Can we get back?
Do you
to
know
Star
how many
Wars?
hours has been wasted on this show talking about Star Wars?
Because Star Wars is a fucking masterpiece. Some of it, at least.
They're both masterpieces because their environment is completely different. It's hard you can't compare television and film.
I agree with Jeff's comment in the chat.
I haven't got that far. Let me do the rest first. Yandere says, snuff out humanity. Never Again says, I create free energy for all at no cost, then sit back and watch people continue to argue about religion and politics. Jeff's comment has nothing to do with this. But you have to repeat it now so that people know.
It says Misa testicles heart.
Badger, your answer.
Hello. Well, since Jeff's the smarmy cunt and stole the best answer available, I'm going to try and give a sensible non-Disney Star Wars answer.
Ooh.
Go on.
I would make myself a nice little bubble that I could sit in and be comfortable.
How much oxygen would it have in it?
Well, I wouldn't need oxygen. I'm Q.
Fair enough.
I would make myself a nice comfy bubble to sit in, and around the outside of the bubble, I would be able to see lots of stuff that's going on. And then I would set the outside of the bubble up so that without sort of some executive override, I wouldn't be able to do Q things outside of the bubble. Because I think if I tried to intervene in any way, I would inevitably fuck everything up.
Fair enough. You don't trust yourself.
I don't trust myself with the ease with which Q is able to change things. I think if
but he
I
can
could
fix
just
them
go,
as well with the click of his fingers.
Yeah, but then I'd fuck that up. I'd be there.
You'd take your fingers off.
I'd be there like, right, I'm going to now just solve global warming. Oh shit!
The atmosphere's
accidentally
gone.
made. The atmosphere's gone. All the sea lions are extinct. I'm going to put the atmosphere back. Oh shit! Now the whole planet's on fire because I didn't account for the proper levels of gases in there. Right, we'll put the whole planet out. Oh shit! Now I've coated the entire planet in CO2 and global warming's back.
Harmonica Man says, if I was Q, the first thing I would do is explain to humans how the universe came to be. Then I would say, now shut the fuck up, creationists. Ricardo says, I don't understand this one. Make Stargate look like the Housewives of Cheshire. That sounds evil. Stargate's wonderful. Leave Stargate alone. If you could update it so it was in a better format, that would be lovely. I'd like if they would have filmed it in high def.
You talking the film or the series or the
series.
Films or the films that followed the series?
The series.
But what about the films that followed the series?
They're okay. Jenny.
I guess the two most important things to me would be solve climate crisis and get rid of the Republican Party. But I figure if you solve the global crisis, the climate crisis, it'll automatically exterminate the Republican Party because they're the problem.
Caden says, just make Stargate Universe go away. I think if you got rid of the Republican Party, the climate crisis would be a lot easier to solve.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen Continuum. Sammy. Disappeared.
I answered.
Did you?
Hmm.
What was your answer?
The whole fix the universe.
Fix the universe.
Remove the universe's testicles? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. I'd try and find a way to take away suffering, but I think like Badger, I'd probably just screw things up, make it worse.
But the advantage is you can keep trying. Steve says, if I was Q, first thing I'd do is sort out a nice house for my dad.
Well, that's the G-rated answer anyway.
Right. Next question. Question 1239. If you could remember your birth and infancy, do you think it would cloud or change your opinion of your parents?
Wait. Did you answer that Q question?
That's not the question we're on.
I don't give a fuck.
Did you answer it? Is the question.
No.
Then answer, because we're not answering any other question until you answer that one.
You're a pain in the arse.
That's why you love me.
He'd make us forget to, remind him to answer his own questions. Is what he'd do.
Yes. Everyone would always think that I had answered the questions, even though I'd never said a word. That works. Right. Next question. Question 1239. If you could remember your birth and infancy, do you think it would cloud or change your opinion of your parents?
Maybe they were better people then, so maybe I would like them more. They weren't the jaded, fucking crazy ass monsters they are today. I mean, they were.
Is that what you did to them?
Yeah, this was my fault.
Well, that's the only thing that was different.
They had 2 other children before me, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but they weren't jaded, then they had them.
Shit. Don't give me logic. So, but yeah, maybe I would actually, like them more. I don't know.
You think you might like them more? Never Again says, well, I do, and it did. Enough, in fact, never changed my mind about it, so. Don't get that. Right, Chad, no, I know my parents very well. I would just understand them better than I do. Dr. Osiris says, I do have a memory from my infancy, and I still hate my biological parents. Yandiri says, yes, true colours show up. Jeff.
Very little could make me change my opinion of my father at all, because he's a fucking asshole.
Shitty fathers. Is that it? Yeah, I think we do.
Well, I mean, how could you really have how could it change your fucking opinion? He was never fucking there. So, how can my opinion change? I don't know. I don't know. I can't see it personally.
Jenny?
No, it would not cloud or change my opinion of my parents at all. I think that they were pretty much incompetent at raising kids, but at the same time, they were as good as anybody else because we're all learning it from scratch every time we do it.
We shouldn't be, though.
But we do.
I know. That's the society we created. By
themselves. Well, the question wasn't if I could change society. The question would have changed my attitude.
Yeah. Brainbug says, probably not. I'd just be grateful to not remember the conception. Does the conception not sound really fun? Oh. Like a fairground ride?
No! Stop, Dave! What the fuck?
You want to remember the tadpole race?
It was on a drunken New Year's Eve.
Sammy lost some weight, yo.
And some height.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Harmonica Man says, I remember back to age 2, I would change a lot of things about them. It would.
Maybe.
Do you think if we go back further enough, we get some sort of gold medal for winning that race or not? I don't know.
Yeah, living, existence. Never Again said, it wouldn't change my opinion about my siblings either. Fuck them.
It's overrated, yo. Existence.
Sammy!
If I can remember this, could I speak as well?
At the time, no. You were a baby.
What about a speaking sperm?
Then no.
Every sperm is sacred.
It's an odd question. I don't think.
Well, you might understand them better. The decisions they made.
Seeing them root.
No. Wait there. What was the question? Birth and infancy.
So if you had to watch yourself be born, or you just remember
being born,
squeezing out of your mother's.
Yeah.
No. I still don't think so. No.
Badger.
I probably have a bit more respect for her, which I already have, like oodles and oodles, but I guess, yeah.
If we're working on the basis that sperms are like living conscious things and whatever, and each single load is like what's on average 150 to 250,000 in each load. Does this mean I've wiped out like mass civilizations with a grey gym sock?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the problem is this is where the abortion argument ends up. If you don't think there is a soul.
All right.
And this is the problem. They argue. Shit.
I have an issue with this story, which is I do not understand the use of a gym sock. How does that help?
Closest thing to hand.
Just don't
remind me, Badger.
Just don't. No, I wanted to finish that sentence. Just don't what?
Just fucking do it in the toilet, you knobhead.
It's more comfortable on the bed.
That's not always convenient. Yeah.
No. What if someone's in the bathroom and you only have one?
I thought you just flick it. Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I thought you put it in your hair. I thought it worked as
Or
gel.
is that just in
Flick it
Australia?
and see where it goes.
Don't you like aim it and
No,
try to
you
catch it
aim
yourself?
it. Usually aiming it somewhere, like a clear spot on the floor.
I think the ceiling was. Anyway.
I thought all men were able to bend like a dog and just get rid of it that way.
I have tried. I can't reach.
No,
Oh, it's that short?
I would
it's
need
impossible.
to. I would literally need to.
Yes,
remove
it's
ribs.
that short. God
I have
damn
too
it.
many ribs to do
Why
that.
do you think I'm on this stream right now?
Badger!
If
Hello.
men could do that, we would not have relationships at all.
Badger, what's your answer to the question?
What was the question?
If you can
I'm
remember
only
your
joking, Amanda.
birth and infancy, do you think it
You
would
look
cloud?
disgusted.
I'm going for how many times can I make Amanda roll her eyes during the stream?
Well, you glad you came on here now, Amanda?
I'm barely here if you haven't noticed, so it's cool.
All right. So
That's good.
just once more through the question, Dave.
I heard
No.
you though, Sammy. I always listen to
You know what the question is.
Something about sperm.
No!
Sperm.
Nothing
Alright.
about
No.
sperm.
If I was the sperm, what would I do?
No! If you could,
Oh, you stupid idiot. You know that, right? Like,
if you could remember your birth and infancy, do you think it would cloud or change your opinion of your parents?
Probably not, to be honest. Although I think I would enjoy seeing if my dad was as awkward around an infant as I suspect he was, based on how I deal with things.
You think he's?
God, I'm glad you finished that sentence.
Alright. So basically, I'm like awkward as fuck, especially around infants, because infants are not able to vocalize their needs and wants, and I like can't properly read body language. So my dad is very similar to me in many ways in that, and I would like to watch that from the outside.
You know that babies work on trial and error, don't you?
Yeah, well, fuck you. This is my this is my analogy.
I mean, parents drive themselves insane. Kid screams, it wants something. Right, you then give it anything you can to stop it screaming, and you keep trying things until it stops screaming. The worst thing is, half the time, it's just fucking tired, and is screaming because it's tired.
Dave,
Yeah.
is that what you do with me? Because of how I usually start our day.
I'm saying
Dave, you're
nothing.
giving your secrets away, bro.
Usually, first thing in the morning, I have to wait for him to get up, which is fucked up because he's 5 hours ahead. But whatever. So my first message to him is usually just "Day."
I can picture this conversation actually. Just what do you want? Star Wars reference? No.
Yes.
Okay. Climate's fucked. No, that's made it worse. Oh fuck.
Normally, it's who have you pissed off now? Who did you
Yeah,
say
I-
that?
And then he's there getting a message from me in the middle of it, going, "Dave, I'm about to drop myself in the shit again. What do you think?"
Don't tell them that.
"Fuck you guys,
I don't
wanna go
want
play
them.
with my plugs."
No. I don't want them to know. I get to see in advance when you say this shit.
Dave solves all my problems, so he has to deal with me.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, Dave for world president, man.
I would kill too many people.
No, I
Jenny.
get to be president and he's my advisor. Or no, not president, it's the world, so Empress, I guess.
Empress. I think once you have that position, you can start using the term
That
God
look.
and Goddess.
I can start using the term what?
God and Goddess.
God and goddess.
Yeah, I think so too.
You think so?
Got
Too?
this.
She's
I got this, yo. I'm gonna fix the
She's-
planet,
she's
and
she's gonna be Dark Lord of the Sith. That's
I'll
gonna
be
her
Star
name.
Wars advisor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save the planet. But then, people are
I'll
gonna
be Star Wars
suffer.
advisor.
But
What she
then-
wants to do is she
yes,
wants to save the
yes, you are,
climate,
Badger.
and then she's going to repollute it with massive numbers of rockets, so we can start colonizing other planets.
Yes, but I would leave it for the last minute, though. Like, do we actually have to leave?
What's your plan for dealing with the space debris?
Blow it up. Just use
That'll
those big
just make-
old-fashioned ICMBs
That'll
and
just
just
make
fire
it-
them.
I'll just make it
Yeah.
smaller space debris.
Mm.
Yes. Aren't we trying to make it so it's a shield around the planet? So that anyone
Yeah,
So
can
we
get
can't get out or in.
What? So we can't go and fuck up any other planets?
Well, no. We can track them. Anyone else comes along, they're just going to get shredded before they get into the atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a big shield of debris around the planet to go, ha! This is our mess, and we're the ones who are going to fuck it up.
We'll own it. How did we get here?
It's not my fault.
It's not your fault. Right.
Wait, you answer, Dave. Answer the question.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. What the fuck?
What? Oh,
Answer the question.
I did! That was my answer! No, I don't think so.
Okay. Sorry. I thought you meant no, I don't think so, as in no, I don't think I'm going to answer the question. So.
The question was, are you going to change would it change your opinion of someone?
Do you think I remember the fucking question? Like, this,
What show are
See,
you
I
on?
walked in on my
I
my
have
parents when I was young,
Is
and
this open mic?
Go on, Sammy.
No?
No.
Sorry, Sammy.
and I guess I was probably 8 or 9, so I wasn't that young. But I'm surprised at how not shocked by it or disturbed by it I was. And Dad was going for it too, man.
Did you tell him?
I think they saw me and did the whole cover up with the blankets. And...
Did you ask them who was winning?
No, because I think I pretty well knew what was going on, so I just went back to bed.
How could you fucking... Oh, nerdy, shut the fuck up.
Nerdy, come on, Dad, faster.
Fuck.
Are you staying this time?
I'm trying to.
Right, next question.
How long have we been fucking doing this?
What? Wait there. I've got that written
Too
down
bloody
here.
long.
Since March.
Yes! An hour and 3 minutes. Right. Question 1240. Is there anything that you think Trump could not get away with?
I don't think he's going to get away with the coup he's trying to put together.
Do you mean now or while he was president?
He's still president.
Well,
You know what he means, though.
All right, a year ago.
then
So in a few months.
basically no, nothing.
Depends who he's getting away with it with.
Oh, Dr. Osiris says being genuine.
Oh shit! No, that'd be atrocious
Like-
for his credibility with his voter base.
Ilya says being a
My-
decent human. He can't do it nor get away with it. His ugly is too revealing. I like that answer. Go on, Sammy.
My brain has never moved past the pussy grab thing. Never.
No.
That was the moment that shocked me the most, and everything after that, I was still just saying. He just said he'll grab him by the pussy, like, and everyone was like, "Man, that is so old." But I never got past that.
Yeah.
That he became president after that.
Yeah, because apparently that's fine.
I didn't even get to that with him.
But you name one president to me that could have said anything even half as bad as that before being elected and then still be elected.
Here, smoke this.
In what era? In what era are we talking about?
Any.
Yeah. That's when I realized America was broken.
Got away with a lot of shit. But
I would expect every president ever has cussed for whatever that is defined as in their time.
I imagine most presidents speak like
of a woman
behind the scenes.
that way.
No, I reckon. Don't believe it. I think. Again, you won't. The Sean Connery thing. I'd never seen that interview. Yeah,
well, it's on YouTube.
I know it is. Well, you gave me the link and I watched it. My point is I think every prime minister and president prior to the 40s would have probably given a similar interview.
Oh, no. No.
I think so. I think attitudes-wise, I think that was the prevalent opinion.
The further back you go, the more and I don't know where I want to look. The more moralistic the people are, the more.
The more expectations that you
should talk about or refer to.
The more expectation that you should be keeping, that as the head of the household, that you should be keeping the family in line. It is your duty to make sure that they are towing the line.
Keeping a family in line is different than grabbing a woman's pussy.
No, I agree with you. My point was not. I don't have a 100 years ago narrative in my head that works with that, which is why I went for Me Too.
But in his defense, Jenny, he's just attracted to beautiful. So,
So in other words, in his defense, he has none.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harmonica Man says, a second consecutive term. Hopefully he can't get away with that. Can we just have
He's trying. I just learned something very interesting today. Did you know that they're raising money to try to defend these lawsuits and stuff?
Oh
yeah.
I read about that.
60% of every penny is donated go to his pocket directly.
Yeah. I read about that. It was
that's what he's doing.
Donate to my crowdfund to it was donate to my crowdfund to deal with this voter fraud. Maybe use to pay for my other stuff.
Yeah, within the next couple of years, he owes at least $421 million. Looks like upward of $1 billion. Mm-hmm. This is a scam. Okay, He knows he's not going to be president again, but he is getting money from people, donations. That
I think his entire presidency.
Okay.
Can I?
No, go on, man.
It was absolutely, his entire presidency was absolutely about him making money. He had world leaders coming to his golf courses to curry favor with him. But in answer to the question, he will not get away with the case that he has in New York. I can't remember, what is it called when you say something about someone and I think it's libel or something like that, or slander, because a woman accused him of rape, and this was from back in the 90s, and he said stuff about her and called her a liar and everything, and that's one of the court cases he has in the New York City districts, and the woman has a dress with a stain on it, and all he has to do to continue with this lawsuit is give a sample, show it wasn't him, and it's done, but he won't, so he will not get away with this.
And that's the point. Sorry, Jeff, but just to finish off my point, that's, I think what I'm trying to get at is his words were, without their permission, I just walk up to them and grab them by the pussy. And that's, let's just say it outright. It's rape. It's sexual assault.
Yes.
So he admits that he sexually assaults women.
And not a problem for half the population.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What does that tell you about the half population? Go on, Jeff, sorry.
Well, to be honest, I'm looking at a few of these. I don't think these are any. I've got to actually say I don't know that any of these are as bad as Trump's pussy grabbing thing, but there's some pretty amazing shit some US presidents have gotten away with saying. I mean, I've often wanted to drown my troubles, but I can't get my wife to go swimming. That's Jimmy Carter.
Oh,
I say that. Yeah.
I don't believe Jimmy Carter said that. I just don't.
That's a verified quote, Jenny. It's verified.
I want to see that verification.
Verified by who?
Jeff.
Actually, don't tell me because we'll get into a whole thing.
These are all verified quotes that as far as we can tell with these.
Go on, we'll assume it's true for now, but skeptically.
If I don't have a woman for 3 days, I get terrible headaches. That was John F. Kennedy. Here's one that I find. Here's one that I find quite funny because I can almost imagine Trump saying this, but I don't know much about Americanism, but it's a damn good word for which to carry an election. That was Warren G. Harding. So there's some batshit crazy things that U.S. presidents have said.
Right. What do you think Trump can get away with, or do you think he's going to get his comeuppance?
Warren G. Harding was kind of the Trump of his day.
Yeah, he
was not liked.
Ark says, I still don't accept Trump as my president, and his mail order first lady is another joke. I want him to divorce her so badly. Her to divorce him. Take him for everything.
No money left, so why bother sticking around?
I think
but if she divorced him, she'd end up with 50% of the debt.
I don't think he's in debt anymore. I mean, he is in debt, but I think he's got a lot of money hidden.
No, it's 50-50 of the assets.
I don't want to know about his assets. I've seen him at the golf course.
Do you think there's anything you can get away with? Or not?
Cheating at golf? Oh no, he would get away with that.
He gets away with that constantly. Well, apart from the fact that everyone around him knows about it.
He's like Mr. Burns.
No, he's like Homer. Somebody actually had to tell Trump that you're supposed to lower your score to cheat at golf.
I think I don't think he'd be able to get away with. I think at this stage, let's say that he carried. I don't think he'd be able to get away with believing the climate scientists.
Oh, I think he believes the climate scientists.
Yeah.
I think if he was to come out publicly saying that he did, he would lose all of his support.
He'd definitely lose a chunk of it, yeah.
So you think he believes them, Dave? And
I do too. I don't think that he doesn't believe in anthropomorphic climate change. I think he's just too.
I mean, the problem is I think he literally think he is being paid by the Koch brothers.
Yeah.
Brother.
One of them died.
If you go back into private interviews with Congress, Republican legislators, there's a very, very high percentage of them that say yes, global warming exists and it is man-made.
Yeah,
but they won't do anything because
it's the conservative movement
they would get unelected.
It's the conservative movement that wanted to act on it first. Yes, pretty much everywhere, because it's bad. But the point is, in the short term, Trump is in bed with the Koch brothers, and they knew that they can extract billions from coal that they can't make any other way. Those coal mines are basically dead in the water once the legislation comes in. See,
one of the ironies, like here in Britain, is that it was the left were actually really slow to accept the sort of climate change and actually address this. It was partly why the Green Party was formed, because the Labour Party were fucking awful on it. They just didn't.
The problem is, it's not a ground level thing. It's one of the first things in our lifetime, in humanity's lifetime, that has to be dealt with at a higher level.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is the thing. If you've ever gone out on the street or whatever and try to hand out like leaflets about climate change or whatever, about the first thing you get is someone says, "Haven't you got more important things to be like campaigning about?" And and it's kind of like, well, this is pretty damn fucking important, like future our planet, we slowly have them.
It is. Right. Anyone else anything to say on Trump before we move on? Oh, no one answered my question actually. Well, the sub question is he going to get his comeuppance? Or is
I'd
he
like
gonna
to think
get
so,
away with
but
it?
I like to think so,
Yeah, he
but
is.
I don't think he will do. I just got this feeling he's gonna. I've seen too many blatant bloody criminals who've been in power get away with shit to think that he's going to be the exception.
He's deeply hated by the people of New York, and the Southern District courts of the New York District are on his ass and are going to take him down.
Do you think he'll end up in jail?
Donald Trump is going to prison.
I do hope.
I hope you're right.
I don't believe for a second that he'll see a day of jail
He
time.
will be in court for the rest of his life. He will
Yeah.
spend every last penny he has, but I do not think he will be in jail.
I think he might just leave the country. Let's go.
I mean, to be honest, if you could give me a pick, though, I'd much sooner see Tony Blair behind fucking bars than Donald Trump. Quite frankly, he deserves it more, personally. But
I could argue with that, but not now. Right,
that could be a long rant.
Penultimate question.
Hang on, Dave.
Thank you,
I
Dave.
didn't answer that.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't answer the sub question.
Oh, go on.
Fuck, what was the sub question, though?
Do Willie get his comeuppance?
I want, like everyone, I want to say yes, but I think anyone who thinks they can know what to expect nowadays is fooling themselves, because who ever thought we would even be here?
The Simpsons.
Except the Simpsons.
Simpsons did it. What happened to Trump in the Simpsons? We need to know.
He's dead. He died. I've got this. I printed it out, made it a sticker, and I stuck it on my partner's car. It's someone made a meme. It says the Simpsons haven't let us down yet, and it's Trump in a coffin. So
well, he's going to be.
I don't know what episode that was, but
technically, isn't Lisa Simpson supposed to succeed him?
Ooh. What don't we know about Joe?
Interesting. No, well, Joe, you watch. He'll trip down the stairs and Kamala. Oh, I'm Australian. So.
President-elect Harris, I think.
No,
yes.
Vice President-elect.
Oh, shit! I was concentrating on
No, but if Biden trips down the stairs, she will be president-elect.
See, I would go with the naming guidelines from the House of Lords, but then I read them.
Right. Penultimate question.
Thank you, honey.
Which won't not actually fit on the screen. Right. Question 1241. You wake up tomorrow and every living thing on Earth has an overwhelming sexual attraction towards you. To the point where humans, animals, bugs, etc. will involuntarily try to sleep with you on sight. What is your survival plan to avoid death by snu-snu?
I guess I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Not yet, but you will be. Oh, that's so awful.
The real question should be, how will you prepare for the snu-snu? Because you're not like, I don't think it would be possible really. If you're saying every single living thing, that's, do you class bacteria as living? Plants?
It's mostly
You
birds.
essentially, you wouldn't be able to leave your house, but
You got spiders in your house.
Wait there.
Exactly.
Cadence says, that's me every day. Nerdy says, how is this different to what the world is like now? Mathpig says, normal Friday for me. Cadence says, as your resident demoness, I embrace it. Yandira says, a hammer. Steve says, lock myself in with YouTube and my PS4. Dr. Osiris says, out me way. Me next, snu-snu. Chaz says, Burka. Harmonica Man says, male Burka. Never again want to know what snu-snu is.
Yeah,
Patrick
me too. And where
Cummings
does it? And where does the word come from?
I
Comes
only
from
know it
Futurama.
from Futurama.
Oh, see, I thought it was a
Snu-snu.
British thing.
But it's mostly birds around here, and I think I could take them.
You think you can take them? Yeah, but I know who controls the birds in your area of the world.
You do?
Yes. She's a bit evil.
Oh, it's Orla, isn't it?
So
that question would include her then too.
Yes. But that's not really a problem for him. He knows how to deal with that one.
I love Orla.
Wait there. Mathpig says, line them up and ask Manda to pick the best. Experiments for science.
Okay, honey.
see, Math Pig was along the same lines as what I was going to say. I would put myself at the end of a long, narrow corridor so only one thing could get in at a time, and just let them go for it.
Swarmed with insects.
Actually, because no, the birds around here include crows, and they're smart motherfuckers. I may have.
Yes, they are.
Wait there. Ilias says, oof, lube. Survival by lube. Ox says, just invest in a 55-gallon drum of Viagra and Sia. Say? S-E-A-Y? Not a word we've got here. And bring it on. Harmonica Man says, I could use a massage from a few millipedes.
So, here's an interesting question. As a male, how would a spider have its way with me?
I don't know.
It'd have to grow a lot bigger.
I had trouble saying those words.
Just because you've imagined it.
Well, considering that a lot of animals, like reproductive systems, are kind of done by externally leaving the stuff in places, and then the other one coming and putting more stuff on them.
And sitting on it or
So
something.
you might be relatively safe.
I think you're just going to be jizzing on stuff.
Yeah. But then you don't have to participate in that part of it. So that in that so.
No, because I think the animals will be insistent.
Well, you'll either be jizzed on, or you'll do the
Jizzed
jizzing.
off.
Better to jizz off than to be jizzed on.
All right, I've got to get a picture that I saw earlier.
Yeah, but what picture are you going to find? Never Again says, no, all within sight is non-human. I respectfully decline to answer. Gun. Hayden says, that's how driders are made. What's a drider?
It's a spider with a human upper body, or rather, a human with its with the like ass and legs replaced with a spider body.
Oh, I thought his name was Jeff Goldblum.
Sammy. We've got it. Nerdy says, this sounds like one of Dave's dreams, the one where 1,000 spiders are attracted to him. No, that sounds like a nightmare. Sam says, go to a human-only place, kill all the bugs at night, get one person to hide away, then between bouts of sex they provide me. Hide them away. or hide away.
What counts as a human-only place?
I was wondering that.
Can I go there?
You're a
A
badger.
bar?
No. Jeez Lord.
There we go.
You can wait at the front. We'll give you a bowl of water.
Yeah, I would be a little concerned in my neighborhood with this question.
Why?
Well,
Following
because we have, let's see, snapping turtles, eagles,
no.
hawks, bears, cougars. It could get kind of uncomfortable.
I think you might have to rely on the humans that wanted you as well to try and keep the other things at bay.
I'm in a town of
Yeah,
900 in rural Minnesota. I don't think any of them really know what sex is.
I never even considered my location, Jenny.
I'm sorry, I missed.
I never even considered my location.
You're located. Why?
So I would have things like echidnas and fucking koalas and
Yeah. And all the spiders that actually do live around you.
and all the spiders and all the snakes.
Getting fucked by a drop bear doesn't sound good.
Man, koalas are drop bears. That's the thing.
Yes.
Don't you have to crawl in its pouch to get fucked by a kangaroo? Wouldn't that be a little uncomfortable?
No.
To
No?
suck tit.
Just for the
Have you ever
kinky
seen a
stuff.
kangaroo's balls?
No.
They don't bounce on them.
Have you?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
Dave
Internet.
bounced up and down as he said that.
Whee! Right.
Right, just a minute.
Answers. Jeff.
Oh dear.
It's gonna be like doomsday fucking prepping for me, I'm afraid. It's be
Just going to avoid it
I
at
have
all
a
costs.
feeling.
big shelter. Yes, it's one of those things. It sounds kind of like cool on the surface, and you realise how fucking awful that would truly be.
I don't know. I mean, part of me says, part of me would have to say, if I'm part of me was going to answer this question, I'd say, fuck it, bring it on. I'll die in a few days' time.
Oh, I just realized I forgot the farm animals: cows,
Right.
llamas, sheep, goats.
Stop
right.
imagining your ideal farmyard scenario.
Okay. Do the
Jenny's
animals?
like,
be honest.
all right, I'm going to the nearest farm.
To be honest, though,
Wait,
Do all
to
the
be honest,
do all
though,
the horny animals?
You'll have a constant food supply coming in through the door.
that's a very
Do all
good
the
point.
horny animals have like an innate sense of where you are in this scenario?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so they would have to see me
Yes.
before wanting to get some.
Maybe smell you.
All right, so as long as I don't go near the cow fields.
Are you a
and,
smelly badger?
uh,
I
Well,
had to. I'm sorry.
Oh, we
I'm-
have badgers around this area too.
I'm a fucking mustelid.
Yeah, excuse
Musk
me.
is part of our survival strategy.
British badgers are gentlemen. American badgers are fucking rabid.
The musk is strong with this one.
We're lovely creatures. As long as you don't come too close or be between us and the way out of where we are.
You didn't see the elect. Did you see the election campaign I did up for you? 2024 Badger and Bodger as your vice president.
I might have seen that.
Yeah.
Dr. Osiris says, you're fucked if you come across a black widow. They kill the males after sex.
Or a praying mantis.
Harmonica Man, if a giraffe wanted some hanky-panky, wouldn't you just get a dick slapped in your face? They can try. Their legs bend. Badger, what would you do?
I would go to the nearest badger set and stay there.
With all the other badgers.
Exactly. I would suddenly be the most desirable badger of the bunch.
You would.
And then I'd feel really socially awkward within like a few
And
minutes.
how would you deal with the humans that were trying to dig you out?
Well, that's not new.
Yes, but
Well, you wouldn't need to worry about the Tory badger, Cole, would you?
I've read some shit about David Cameron.
Farmyard animals.
You don't look. You don't look
Well-
like a pig. You're fine.
But he's got a snout.
There's a little Australian marsupial who they only mate once in their life because they will mate for several days straight.
Is this the one that dies afterwards?
That's really sad.
They fuck to death. Yeah,
they fuck to
it
death.
is sad.
Wow.
And they get thinner and thinner. They go into this. It's so good. They go into this as this mammal that just looks like really nice and a bit weird, but by the end of it, they just look diseased and skinny and rank because they've just used every resource in their body to carry on this massive fucking session.
That's like.
What's the name of this creature?
I can't remember.
Imagine one of these having a couple. What's it called?
They're like a mouse.
Like, okay, I can imagine one of these having a chat to his mates. So they're like, "Yeah, hey, I'm getting some tonight. I've been eating and building up body fat for 3 weeks."
It's not those cute little polkas, is it?
I will see you in the
They're like
spring.
a little quokka, yeah. They do look like that, but really small, like these tiny little things. Poor little fuckers.
I've been eating and I've been storing up body fat for 3 weeks. I will see you in the spring. And then mate's just like, "No, you won't." He's like, "Yeah, no, I won't."
Manda.
Probably like cover yourself in mud or something, because then everything is about scent. So if your scent is covered up, maybe that.
So you
would
basically make yourself stink. I suggest Marmite. It's
Well-
vile.
So you go
smell. It just masks it.
Yeah,
you
then
go
you
for
only
the,
have to worry about the swamp thing.
I
So you go
thought
for the
you
Arnold
were-
Schwarzenegger escape.
What about flies?
That's exactly where I was.
Or
gonna
the
go with that.
Terminator.
You're going for the Arnold Schwarzenegger escape.
Yeah, Predator. Yeah.
Predator. Fucking Terminator.
Oh, would this scenario apply to the Predator if one was on the planet at the time?
Yes.
Shit.
Jenny.
You wouldn't want
Yes.
to get a blowjob off him, would you?
Dunno.
What would you do?
His little mandibles seem quite dexterous.
Oh, what would I do to prevent it?
Yes.
I don't think I could 100% prevent it. I think I could change the odds of how many get me. I could climb like one of the grain towers around, and the birds can have at me, but there's no way a bear's going to call up a vertical wall 80 feet.
But there'll be
steel.
mice in there.
Bugs.
You're not looking to prevent it, just manage it.
Exactly. The key is who's going to get me first. I'm going to like a college or something.
Go for a swan.
Then my neighbor's dog would get me first because they're the closest.
Go for a swan. They
that might actually be too
mate
bad.
for
It's
life,
cute
and
little-
they're
little fluffy white
vicious.
thing.
So if anything else comes for you, they'll scare them off.
2002 quote, Jenny. Fucking the dog next door might not be too bad. It's little.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Did anyone not answer? I think we might have killed this one.
Dave, you answered.
I'm not even sure what the question
My
is.
answer was fuck it. I'm not going to survive. Just go where there's lots of humans.
Dave's the bouncing head.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I mean, with me, you're talking about a totally unrealistic scenario there anyway. So
I think it's unrealistic for me to. But that's not the point of a hypothetical. Right, last question. Then we can... It's not dark, it's winter. Didn't used to go dark during this show.
it's because you
Answer
started it 2
spatula
hours
hands.
earlier.
That's true. Right. Question 1242. Would you rather have moose antlers or porcupine quills?
What is with you and the fucking moose, yo. It's always moose.
Not always moose.
Saying.
We haven't had moose in
This is
ages.
the third moose
I need to
question.
consider this, BRB.
Yeah. There's a moose loose about this hoose.
Both are going to be annoying, but I think I could deal with the antlers more.
I mean, you can take the antlers. I think you can take the antlers off. Well, no, I'm not going to say that. That's the problem with Math Pig not being
The
here.
porcupine. Actually, the porcupine quills would deal with the problem from the last question. Actually,
Where are the porcupine quills? Are they all over?
Mm.
They go from your head, down your back, all the way down to your bum.
Do I have pubic quills?
Or just where hair grows, yeah.
Yeah.
I
No,
have
that
enough.
sounds painful.
Yeah, I have enough pain sitting down sometimes anyway. The fact that I couldn't lean back in the goddamn chair. I'm just gonna have to go with the antlers here, aren't we?
How am I meant to piss?
Plus,
with antlers?
how fucking
How
cool would you look with antlers?
Out of
Never
whatever
again
opening
said-
you have for it.
Never again says moose antlers. It will cure my social distancing issues.
Are these proportional moose antlers, or are they
Yes.
moose-sized moose antlers?
Yeah, but moose antlers are not. A moose antler's not like. Do they not just keep getting as big as they can until they fall off?
All right, hang on, BRB.
Jeff, you having the
just
antlers?
I
aren't
just
you?
can't-
Sorry,
I just
yeah. People are driving me nuts. Jenny,
I would go for the antlers. I don't even like wolf socks. So Scratchy is out.
Here you go.
fair enough. Ox says I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2" as well. I don't have much headroom as it is, so antlers would suck, but the quills would solve the social distancing problem. Would they? Can all animals with quills fire them? In my head, all animals with quills can fire them, but I don't think that's realistic.
No,
I've always
they
wondered
can't.
if that's true, if they actually shoot them, or they just become
They don't.
so exceptionally loose that when they touch them, they stick in you so easily.
Chad says quills. I could pluck them and then have access to quills. Nobody says, let me consult the database of moose antlers versus porcupine quills. Harmonica Man says, antlers for me
Right.
too. Never Again says, can we fire the quills? No.
There we are, Dave.
Yeah.
Now,
See,
are we
moose
talking
can
proportional
fuck
moose
off.
antlers
Yes.
Talking porcupine quills, they
or
cannot be fired,
moose-sized
no.
moose antlers?
We're talking proportional.
Well, moose-sized moose antlers are really fucking big.
Never Again says,
Oh, the
antlers.
picture. Yeah, look at that guy.
See, they don't add much height at all. They stick out to the fucking side.
Yes.
That's-
the issue you would have
that
is getting your door
changes things.
sideways.
Mm.
So you'd be like a dog carrying a real long stick in through a
Dick.
doorway.
I think
Yes.
I can't
I'd
get
have
through
to
here.
adjust my entrances.
You think you'd adjust your entrances? Oh, you meant them
I'd-
T-shaped. T-shaped.
Yeah, I'd have to make them look like a Mandalorian's helmet visor.
They could be real
Archie said
dangerous in a
moose
revolving door.
Mooses don't have quills. Never Again says the quills will pop the waterbed. Yes, they will. Chad says you don't shoot them; they are barbed, and they
Yeah.
pull out if stuck in something.
That's
You
right. That's
accidentally
correct,
walk
yeah.
past someone and brush up against them, you will have they'll get stuck on it.
I
Yeah.
tend to walk into door frames, so I'm gonna just keep leaving quills in the door frames.
Wildheart says quills would be handy for jotting notes down when you're in a hurry. You have to take ink with you as well.
No, because if you pull one out, surely you'd have there'd be some
Blood? You can use blood?
Yeah, there'd be some blood on the end.
Fair enough. Badger, what are you going to pick?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
I
I
thought
think
you were
with the-
remodeling.
I think with the moose antlers, I would have to remodel all of my doors, so that I can walk through, because I'd forget that my head is now considerably wider than my body, and I'd just go in the door frame every time.
But if you do that, Badger, I saw this family. They were all like well over 6 foot. I think they were all over 7 foot, to be honest. But they decided not to make their doorways larger. Yes, their ceilings and everything, but not their doorways, because they didn't want to get used to not ducking.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. But I'm antisocial. I don't like to go to other people's places.
Mhm.
What makes you think that anybody would want you to come?
Hey,
Exactly.
I would, absolutely.
She'd make him come.
Not if I had the moose antlers, you
it
wouldn't.
is always nice to come.
I don't know
It's
if I
always
can
better if somebody makes you do it.
Yes.
Not if I had the moose antlers, you wouldn't. I'd demolish your house. But then if I had the quills, then I could just like walk backwards towards someone, and that would just be my signal I want them to leave.
That'd work.
Are porcupine quills the same as echidnas? Do they grow back?
I assume so. Chad will tell us in a minute.
That's a shame, because you could just pull them out, couldn't you? Otherwise.
I believe they do. I believe they're similar to hedgehogs in that sense.
I wonder if you could get somebody who does electrolysis to remove them for you.
I do have a picture of a bald
This is
hedgehog.
again. Here's the problem. These are the answers that Mathpig would have given to try and get round it. Right? I mean, it's like the antlers. You can take the antlers off with a hacksaw.
Yeah, but then they'll grow back every season.
We can't use that. They would grow
That's
back.
alright. It's like a haircut.
No, I'd object.
Yes, precisely. Yet when we come round to you answering it, you would fucking pull that shit, and you know it.
No idea what you're talking about. Manda,
Dave,
what's your
do you
answer?
get haircuts?
I haven't had a haircut in.
Can I shape the antlers?
Yes.
Oh, I might go for the antlers then, because then do moose antlers grow back seasonally?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm going for the antlers, because then I can make unlimited antler-based walking stick handles. Well, not quite unlimited, because I can only make a certain amount each year, but it's a replenishing.
Do they not count as ivory?
It's the replenishing resource that I don't have to. No, they don't count as ivory because it's not fucking ivory.
Right,
keratin. Well, ivory is just keratin, also, isn't it?
It's fine.
I thought so.
It's fine.
Manda.
Antlers. I mean, you saw how good I look with the fucking cat ears, yo. Plus, I need to be cuddleable. You can't be cuddleable if you have quills.
But you can put your quills flat. Harmonica Man says, wouldn't the antlers be like love handles? Wild Heart says, especially if you like oral.
I do have some experience with horns.
Do you have experience with pigtails?
We've all been horny.
No comment.
Sammy.
Horns.
Antlers.
And fucking horns. Antlers. Antlers.
Very good.
And they are very similar to ivory, though. I actually bought a one for my dog to chew from a pet store.
I remember that.
It's
fucking big,
like
yeah?
rock hard. Like he's had it for months.
Does he still chew it?
Absolutely, it's his favorite thing in the world. And it doesn't smell. It doesn't get gross.
What is it? A
It's
moose
absolutely bizarre. Reindeer.
Reindeer.
Or
I might have
deer,
to
I
try
don't
and get
know.
one. No, we did have one. Not with this
What?
dog.
What is he chewing on?
Reindeer.
An antler. They're not cheap, but like I said, he's had it for months now, and he's barely chewed it down at all.
Is this your son or a dog?
That shit.
This is my son. That's all I feed him.
Really?
Your
son's an antler?
No, it gets fed by reindeer.
I just find it amazing looking at these, looking at some of these animals, how reindeer or moose or whatever, how they remind me of like some like handlebars on some custom motorcycles I've seen. It's really weird.
Yes.
Hey, that would be kind of cool to make handlebars out of deer antlers or something like that, wouldn't it?
Maybe. Jenny, what was your answer? I've forgotten.
Antlers.
Antlers. I can't believe you all got antlers.
We all
Yeah,
like to be
'cause-
horny.
I can make walking stick handles out of them, and they'll regrow every year.
I'm gonna go for quills.
What?
I'm going for
How are you
quills.
going? You would never be able to
He's
sit on your
just
ball
to
again.
be different.
I would put my quills out the way. You could have got some control over them.
Yeah, but then you'd forget, and they'd point downwards, and you'd go, and Mando would look worried, and I'd be laughing.
I could make more entertaining videos.
I mean,
But
yeah.
you wouldn't be cuddly anymore, Dave.
I would, because you can put the quills
Which
flat.
means- Yeah, no. But then be like hugging a pile of sticks.
Oh, that's terrible. My applause. Right, we're done.
Yay!
Does anyone have
Hallelujah.
anything to shill before we go away?
Does anyone have any?
Only usual things on Sunday for me. Asterix to Hissy, mate. That's the only thing I've really got planned coming up.
What day is it today?
Thursday.
Are we doing that thing tonight?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe.
We might be doing a thing tonight.
What
Look
thing?
out.
Maybe.
What time?
Maybe.
How long?
It will probably be about 10 o'clock if we do it. But I'm not telling you where or when. Or what. It's a secret.
Well, you've already told me when.
Tonight.
It probably won't happen. I don't know.
So you
Right.
can't even give us a hint on what channel it may be on if it
I
indeed
said
will happen.
math pigs.
Yeah, okay. Well, just give it away, why don't you?
So something possibly may be happening at 10 p.m. tonight, Math Pig's channel.
Yes. If he's there, he can link to it.
No, he's
As in-
I
yeah,
think
but-
he's driving home.
Fair enough. Badger,
Hello.
anything to shill?
Oh, MySpace. Look on there. I'm on there. No, I have some videos that I might make
Doesn't
at
get
some point
old.
in the future. So if you look on my channel at some point, there might be new videos, but they're not done yet, or yet in idea form. So it might be a while.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I've got one pretty much done, and then I can't. I don't want to release it yet because I want to have more of that series done before I want to do a load in one go and space them out to release them, and it's not done yet.
Manda.
So you're shilling.
Done.
Yeah, look at my channel. There's nothing new on it.
Manda.
I might do a thing on Sunday. I hadn't planned it because I've had a rough couple of weeks. I didn't plan anything, but I might ask John to just come on. And do an interview.
Harmonica Man is interviewing Mr. Shadow Kitty on Saturday, and he needs to get up to 100 subs. So subscribe to him. He will give you a link. Dead quick. Right, Sammy.
About the 10th of December, I'm going to do a 4-day channel launch, finally. So
I won't be there for all of it.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
That's an
I
ambitious
won't be
channel.
the whole time.
Oh,
There'll be 4 shows over the 4 days. So
I could probably do that.
from about the 10th to the 14th.
Excellent.
Around those dates anyway, but I'll let people know when it's...
So you're not going
Closer.
96 hours straight.
No.
Fuck no.
Okay.
You see, the problem is you've been
I'm a
listening to
weed
his reputation.
smoker. I wouldn't.
Jenny.
We have movie night next tomorrow, 10:30 Eastern. No, 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central.
So 4:30
We'll
real time.
do our best to debunk all the stupid we can find, which there is, of course, no shortage of at any time. And that's all I know of right now.
Excellent.
Is that on your channel?
No.
No, that's on
Strike.
Sci Strike movie night.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sci as in science.
Strike as in back.
Strike.
Strike is in strike.
I'm glad that little tradition kept going. Actually, Jenny. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
We will see you tomorrow. And say thank you to Sammy, to Amanda, to Jeff, to Jenny, and to Badger. And thank you very much to everyone in the chat. You have been an absolute blast. We'll say good night. Day, afternoon. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Disney's non-canon.
salute.
Disney's canon.